Hello everyone and welcome. You guys know that I'm always looking for the best work lights on the market because you can never have too much light. Well, the other day I came across this compact LED work light from Hinsum that claims to have 6,000 lumens of power. Well, that claim was something that I could not ignore. While most work lights claim to have around 1,500 or 2,000 lumens of power, this one is just way above all the others, so I just had to test this puppy out and see how it performs. So I ordered it, and today we'll be looking at the strongest LED work light that I've tested so far. Will it live up to what it promises? Well, let's unbox this guy and find out. But before we do that, if you enjoy watching honest tool and product reviews plus helpful DIY projects, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I produce another product review video or DIY video. Well, here's a look at the box for you. Let's open this guy up and see what it does. Well, let's start off by giving credit where credit is due. These guys put some thought and money into their packaging. This is a good solid box right here. You take off the outer sleeve, and then the inner box is a good solid box. Has magnetic tabs on it, so you open it up. Good packaging. These guys put some money and some effort into their packaging. And normally I don't spend a lot of time talking about packaging because most of the time it's not very important. But when a company puts some money and effort into giving you good packaging, it's worth noting. So anyway, this is the light right here. This is the Hinsum 6,000 lumens work light and battery bank, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this light retails for $59.99. But they also have an $18 discount coupon on their Amazon page, making it even cheaper than that. So what do you get when you unbox this guy? Well, you get the light itself, and you get a USB cable to power this guy up. Now, the dimensions on this guy are 6 inches by 6 inches by 1.5 inches. So it's pretty much a square. And it only weighs 1.5 pounds. So it's not too heavy, not too light. It's just right. This guy is powered up by a 6,000 milliamp rechargeable battery and has a USB power out port, so you can use this guy as a battery bank to power up your peripherals. Back here, you see it has a nice little door to cover things up, make it all waterproof, and if you flip it open, you see right there you have USBs to power it up and for power out. Very convenient right there. And it also has an LED display that tells you how much you have it powered up, how much power you have remaining. So that's very convenient right there. This guy actually has an aluminum body, which is very rare, and a tempered lens, making it very durable. This is a metal body. I can feel it. Most of these lights are made out of plastic, and I have quite a few, and most of them are plastic, so running into one that's aluminum is really quite rare. This guy puts out 6,000 lumens of power at 6,500K light temperature. This guy has 4 different light modes. It has high, medium, SOS, and red flashing light. Now on high mode, the runtime will be 3.5 hours. On medium, it'll run for 6.5 hours. On SOS mode, it'll run for 8 hours. And in the red flashing light, it'll run for 60 hours. This guy is also IP65 water resistant, which makes it very convenient for using it around your shop, outdoor activities, all that kind of stuff. If it gets wet, you have nothing to worry about. The operating temperature on this light is from minus 20 degrees centigrade to 55 degrees centigrade. Or that would be minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. That is really, really hot temperature right there. It also has a very convenient adjustable handle on the back here, which you can see you can adjust, and you can tighten it on both sides so it doesn't move, but you can adjust it to basically 180 degrees all the way around from one side to the other, making it very convenient as a carrying handle or to position it somewhere and have it stand up. Or it has magnets on the back here, which are really cool. The magnets are actually under this rubberized surface right here. So whatever you attach it to, let's say a car, a vehicle body, it won't damage it up. It won't scratch it up. A lot of these lights, the magnets are exposed. On this one, they kept it covered up, so that makes it very good. You're not going to damage anything that you use it on. And the magnets are very strong, as I'm going to show you in just a moment. So this light is very useful as a work light for automotive use or around your shop, for power outages, emergencies such as tornadoes or hurricanes, for camping or any type of outdoor activities, or just about any idea that you can come up with. So let's test this guy out and see how it performs. Now, one thing I'll point out before we start doing some testing and stuff like that, like I said, in all the specs, it says that this light puts out 6,000 lumens of power. Now, I know there's probably skeptical people out there that are going to be saying 6,000 lumens, that's impossible, there's no way, it's just no way it can do that. Well, you know what, back up a little bit, hold on, let me just say something. Don't get hung up on the numbers. That's a big mistake that a lot of people make. They always fixate on the numbers. The numbers really don't matter in the real world. What matters is, how does this guy really perform when you're using it? And that's what I'm going to focus on. How does it work when you're using it? Now, I have some other lights that are very strong, and I'm going to compare it to this one, and I'm going to show you exactly how well this one does or doesn't perform against the others. And that is what really matters in the real world. How much light does it put up that you can physically see and utilize for your particular usage? If it's very dim, it's no good. Doesn't matter what the numbers say. If it's very bright, then I guess the numbers are accurate. So that's what we're going to focus on the testing. So let's start doing some testing. But before we start doing some testing, let me just show you a little bit of lighting right here on the bench so you can get an idea of what it can do. You have the power button right back here, and I'm going to turn it on, and let me turn off the light and just show you some of the modes that you can go through. There is your high mode. That is way too bright for the bench right here. I'm going to light up the room in a minute. That is your medium mode, or 50%. That is your SOS mode right there, so you can see it does the SOS. And then you have your flashing red light, which you can see right there. That is great for emergencies. If you break down on the road somewhere, need to call for help, that kind of thing, that is your red flashing light. So that gives you an idea of the lighting that this guy can put out. On the bench, it is way too bright. So let's go to the darken up the rest of the room and see how much light it puts out. All right, guys, let's start doing some testing. But before we do that, let me explain to you what I plan on doing so you understand my methodology and you see how it works out. Now, this is the light that we're going to be testing today. These are the two strongest lights that I have at this time. Yes, I have a lot of lights, but they're all way below what these three can do. So there's no point even discussing those lights. This guy has 6,000 lumens, like I already mentioned. This guy comes in at around 1600 lumens, and this guy is around 2000 lumens, something like that. So these are the strongest that I have at this time. So how will these guys compare to this guy? We're going to find that out in a moment, since I'm going to darken the room and light up everything for you guys. But a couple of things I wanted to point out. Like I said, this light has a convenient feature that the magnets are on the base here, and you can use it to attach it to anything that you want, attaching it with the magnets, and then you can rotate it and focus it wherever you want. Some other lights don't do that. This one, for example, the magnets are on the body, so you can only attach it that way. You have no way of rotating it. It has nothing on the handle itself. So that's rather inconvenient. This guy over here does have it on the handles, as you can see right there, so that's convenient. But these guys are exposed, so they can actually damage some surface that you put it on if you're not careful. So that's why I pointed that out previously, that this one has the best of both worlds because it has the magnets on the handle and they are protected so they don't damage what you put it on. So now you understand, we're going to take these guys, let's light up the entire shop here and see how they perform, all of them, all three at the same time. All right, guys, so we're going to darken up the shop and we're going to see exactly how these lights perform. First of all, we're going to start off with the weakest light. Then we're going to move to the next one after that. And then we'll move on to the handsome light and see how these guys perform. So now you understand which ones we're going to do. I'm going to turn off the lights and let's see how they work out. All right, there you go. You can see that light in front of you right there. That's the one that's lighting up the room. I'm holding these guys so you can see, aiming straight ahead, exactly how these guys perform. Now I'm going to turn off this guy. This gives you some idea what it looks like. Let me turn this off and go to the stronger one. All right, here we have this other one. This is the one with the weird handles on it. That is how this guy lights up the room, pointing it straight ahead. Now I'm going to turn off this guy. This is stronger than the previous one. And let's move on to the handsome light. All right, guys, here we go. Look at that. That is the handsome light. There you see this guy right there in front of you. So this guy pointing straight across right there, that's the amount of light that it puts out. Is it 6,000 lumens worth? Well, I don't know. The camera will adjust some of the lighting, so it may take away some of the lighting. In person, it is really bright. It lights up the room very, very well. And I'm going to show you a different angle in a moment so you get some idea of how this performs. But right there, that gives you some idea of what this guy can put out. It's pretty darn strong. And another thing to consider is how convenient these guys are when you use the magnets and you can station them anywhere you want. Like right here, I attached them to my metal light fixture right there, and I can use them to light up the whole room. And I'm going to show you exactly how that looks like in a moment. But if you look at that guy over there, I can't do it because the magnets only allow it to point straight down. So having magnetic handles that are adjustable is a really good feature that I like when I look at lights. So there you go. These guys are attached right there, and I'm going to point them pointing down right there at an angle to see exactly how much of the room they actually light up. So I'm going to turn off the lights and show you how these guys work right now. Alright guys, so I moved the camera to a different location to give you some idea, different perspective of how much these lights can light up a room if you're using it for emergency use or as a work light, a shop light, whatever it may be. Here I have the 2000 lumens light lighting up this part of the garage right there. Now I'm going to switch over to the other light. Now here you can see the Hinsum light, how much this lights up the same room. All I did was switch from one light to the other, same location, same position, same everything. You saw them a moment ago, they're right next to each other. So you can see right there the difference in the amount of lighting that it puts out. Is it a difference between 2000 and 6000? I think there's quite a considerable difference right there. So this seems to be quite a good light that puts out quite a lot of different power to it. You can light up an entire room. I mean, you can see right there, this almost looks like I have a fluorescent light lit up, and I don't. It is the Hinsum light lighting up that room right there. The camera obviously won't do it justice because obviously the camera will change the lighting that it sees coming into it. But for the human eye, you could work very comfortably with this light right there. So very nice light indeed. Here's a different angle so you can see the 2000 lumens light lighting up the room right now. So you can see exactly where it's positioned and how it lights up. And now I'm going to switch over to the Hinsum light. And there you can see the intensity of the Hinsum light, that it really puts out quite a bit of lighting. And that way you could see exactly what it was lighting up when I showed it to you previously. So same position as it was before, just different angle that I put the camera at. Alright guys, there you have it. A review and demonstration of the strongest work light that I've tested so far. A 6000 lumens portable work light from Hinsum. I think this light is very powerful. I think for around $42, this is really a fantastic light. It's compact and lightweight and can be carried and used just about anywhere. It has enough power to light up an entire room or even a large open area. It also has extra power for your peripherals. This is going to become my new go-to light when I have any type of work to do in a dark area. The light output is not only bright, but also covers a large area where many other lights are only spotlights. Having a good light spread makes it very convenient when lighting up a large area. Check out their Amazon page for complete details. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.